Just across the river from Windsor Castle, 2 royal volunteers joined the flood relief effort this morning. Princes William and Harry were spotted unloading sandbags in Datchet, showing their support for the many victims of this crisis. Jeremy Chin in Marlow is one of them. His wife and kids have had to move out. The floodwaters have been pumped from his house, but are lurking ominously in his garden. Raw sewage is bubbling up through a drain.
It got to a point where it just overwhelmed us. It came through the floors, unfortunately. So we suffered. The whole house at the bottom has gone. We've had to move out and find a place for the kids. But nobody could have done anything more, I think. It was just the volume of water that beat the firemen.
With more heavy rain already falling, he's prepared for another possible flood of his home in a few days' time. The standing water in this estate is designed to drain into this culvert, but the pumps in this culvert were completely overwhelmed by the flooding a few days ago, and this area was thigh-deep in water. Now, the Fire and Rescue Service have put these high-capacity pumps in. They've been able to drain much of the water here and keep it at bay, but they may not be able to cope with the amount of water that's expected to come. All across the Thames Valley, the race is on to defend homes and people from another deluge. In Chertsey, temporary flood defences are being put in place by the Army and Environment Agency. This is what's called an aquadam, which will fill with water as flood levels rise. But residents on the other side of the street say their properties are being sacrificed.
And we have done everything in our power to keep the houses dry and safe and warm, and they are currently. Actually, what's happening now, in our view, is that any measures that we've taken actually are going to be worthless, because this will essentially back the water up into our homes.
Thousands more sandbags are being brought into the region. The Gurkhas were helping in Chertsey, part of a large military presence here. Everyone knows that with more rain, river levels will rise again in coming days. More floods seem almost inevitable.